Welcome to the warring stage of Shaolia, where the land is filled with chaos and wars in every single corner. The player will be one of the most talented leaders in Shaolia, and they will have to establish their own strategy, build up their own territory, to get ready to face up only opponents. They can win either by destroying the opponent brutally, or just gain as much as culture as possible. At the beginning of the game, players have to decide which mode they want to play. In this video, we're going to play the first mode, the warring stage. Players will have two locked areas on their territory board, one at the bottom right and one at the top left. Each player will also have a culture score tracker, which will move from 0 to 18 on the culture track. This will start 0. Finally, each player will take 3 dice. If they are the first player, they will also take the first player token, which is the red flags. Each mode will give players different starting resources. For this mode, we are going to start with 8 gold and 2 character cards. Next, we are going to set up the trading board. The trading board will have 2 empty areas, and this empty area will depend on the mode. So for instance, in this mode, we are going to use the high mercenary and the buy turn. Last but not least, we are going to set up the level 1 and level 2 cards. Level 1 cards are always the same for all the game mode. They are indicated by the blue stars in the back. The level 2 cards are indicated by the orange in the back, and the level 2 cards are determined by the game mode. We will also display 3 face-up level 2 cards on the table as well. Each round is divided into 3 phases. The first phase is the purchase phase, and the second phase is the building phase, and the last one is the action phase. In the purchase phase, the players can purchase up to 4 items. The first item a player can purchase is the level 1 card. By spending 1 gold, the player will pick the first card on the deck. The second item the player can purchase is a level 2 cards. Player can get a level 2 card by discard 3 different cards, either level 1 or level 2. They can get one of the cards from a display. The third option is the extra dice. The player can spend 4 gold in total to get 1 extra dice for that round. Last but not least, the players can spend 1 mineral. Mineral is the blue token. The mineral can help the player to buy 2 officers. Officer can help players to adjust the value of the dice. Now, we are going to move into the building phase. The building phase allows players to build the cards from their hands onto one of the slots on the territory board. Each card will have different costs. Some cards may require gold or minerals. Moreover, some cards may also have the prerequisite from another building. Instance, the theater will require the school or the theater to be built. Then we will just have to pay the appropriate amount to get as many buildings as we can. So for this case, we are going to build the infantry and the school. One more thing, the maximum cards that the player can have on their hands is 8. Players can also build the character cards. There are 2 types of character cards, the one that require building and the one that give the instant effect. So for this one, it has a health, so it's the one that require building. This one is the pirate, is an instant effect one. So for the building, you can just build like a normal one without paying any cost. While the pirate, you can just activate the effect instantly. If you don't like any of these character cards, you just discard them for 3 gold. Now is the most anticipated phase, the action phase. Here players will roll all the dice they have and start using them. So for the infantry, we have to have the dice number 4 to deal 1 damage. We will use the dice number 4 and put it on the infantry card. Next, in order to use a school, we have to have the dice number 3 to gain 1 culture. We just have to put the dice number 3 on the school. We will gain 1 culture, then we'll move our token to 1 step. Last but not least, we have a dice number 3. We can use it for any of the building action from the board. So in this case, I use the dice number 3 to gain 2 officers. In order to use or activate the trading board, the players have to build the trading type. So for instance, this case, if it's dice number 3, the player can trade once with the trading board. The player will win if the culture score tracker reach the spot 18 on the culture track. They can also win if they deal 12 damage directly to the enemy palace. Then they will be claimed the Emperor of the Shaolia. And that concludes today's sessions. Hope you enjoyed the video and see you guys next time. Happy fighting!